Hi there, I'm Daniel. I'm building a short guide to investing, a guide to help you, if you are a new investor, understand how you can use the stock market to achieve your financial goals. I want to just introduce myself and introduce the guide as I'm excited to be publishing everything for the first time today. I've been investing for the last 12 years. I wasn't crazy about the market as a kid, but I was always into numbers and into tracking things and understanding how they worked. I loved reading the newspaper. I was really into sports and loved following the stories about the players, but also their statistics. I like seeing who was on top based on this rank or that rank. I was also into all sorts of games. I was even playing poker games with my brother and his high school friends when I was 7 years old. So I've always had a head for numbers, but again, wasn't really into the stock market. Then in 2011, a couple years after I had met my wife, and I had met her father and her grandfather, both of whom had been investing for decades, I thought, okay, maybe I should start thinking about investing. This was still in the post-financial crisis period, so things felt a little bit scary. The world was a little bit scary, but the market, it was a good time to get into the stock market. And I thought if they could figure it out, I could take their guidance and I could figure out how to learn for myself and start investing. The next year, I started writing about the market for our website. I did it because they paid and I needed to make some money, but also I found it was a great way to get feedback, a great way to hone my thinking. By putting it on paper, I had to think through what I was saying, and it opened doors, both to meet smarter investors than me, and more directly in this case, to get a job at that company, Seeking Alpha. So from 2012, I started working in financial media. I worked at Seeking Alpha for a long time. I've also worked at investing.com and a couple of other places. I really appreciate my career and my time working in financial media. It's opened up a ton of doors. It's obviously been my career. I've helped a lot of investors figure out how to do their investing better, building better tools, better guidance, better ideas, better research, so that they can make better investing decisions. But I felt that there were some things missing. On the one hand, first of all, I'm helping people who already kind of know what they're doing, and we're just trying to help them do a better job, which is fine and worthwhile, but it wasn't really speaking to beginner investors. A lot of my friends who haven't touched the market, they talk about the market like it's this exotic thing. And I think that's partly because of the way financial media works. All media is trying to grab your attention, is trying to fight for your engagement, and that's just the way of the world right now. It's unfortunate, but it is how things work. Financial media specifically, this is a problem because it's all about the latest story or about the market's in crisis or the market's going to the moon. It's always extremes. It's always, you need to care about this. And good investing flies in the face of all of this, because good investing is about thinking long term. It's about patience. It's about finding good companies or about indexing and holding on and adding over time. It's not about chasing the latest trends or being smarter than everybody else or even outworking everybody else. If you go to a lot of the YouTube financial education, there's either greed or there's fear. Listen to me or you're going to lose all your money, or listen to me and learn how you can become rich. And there's that rise and grind mentality, and that's really not what it needs to be about. At the same time, investing is a great way to enrich yourself, enrich your financial future. While there are no guarantees in it, it is the most accessible way to grow your money over time, the stock market specifically. And it doesn't have to be so exotic, and it can be really exciting and rewarding in a lot of things you can learn from investing. Thus, a short investing guide. What I'm doing in a short investing guide is building a series of videos along with articles about the stock market. I've already released a full course. I'm structuring these as courses. So a full course of 4 videos on how to get started as an investor. What you need to do before investing, the mindset you need, the paths that are available to you, and how to index, which is enough for a lot of people. A lot of people can just stop at indexing and that's it. I'm also building courses on how to buy stocks, how to track stocks, how to build a portfolio, and general market lessons. I'm going to be releasing a new video about once a week, maybe twice a week, that is based on these fundamental principles. It'll help you in 10-minute bites to understand a little bit more about how the market works, how you might build a stock portfolio, how you might approach buying stocks, and how you can access the stock market to build your financial future. Some of the things it won't be doing. It won't be obsessing about the Federal Reserve, the latest trends. I won't be telling you buy this stock because it'll go to the moon. I'm not going to be giving specific investing advice of that sort beyond the generals of index strategy. I am going to be telling you how I invest, but they're mostly going to be for examples. They're mostly going to be to provide you a way to understand the concepts that I'm talking about. I will also talk about things happening in the market, but again, within the context of how does this explain how the market works? So we're not going to obsess with the headlines. We're going to be looking longer term and learning these principles. The videos will be roughly 10 minutes is where I'm landing for each topic. There is a website called shortinvestingguide.com where you can get an article format for that with the video embedded. You can subscribe to the channel here on YouTube or to the website, and then I'll send out the posts in newsletter format. So you have an opportunity to consume it either way. It's not going to do everything for you because the biggest thing about the market is you have to learn from experience. At the same time, what am I here to offer you? I don't claim to be an investing guru. Again, I'm not giving you ideas to follow. I've been in the market for 12 years, which is a decent chunk of time. I've seen ups and downs now, especially over the last few years, so I have the full cycle experience. I've also seen a ton from my time in financial media. By working at places like Seeking Alpha and Investing.com, I've observed not only my own mistakes and successes, but the mistakes and successes of literally millions of investors. So I've gotten a sense for what works, for common errors, and for how things play out in the market. So I'm going to be bringing you that experience. It's always better. Wisdom, they say, is learning from other people's mistakes rather than our own. It still sinks in better when we make our own mistakes in the stock market, but I'm going to try to help you learn from other people's experiences so that you can fast track your own process. Another thing, though, I should be really clear about. This is not a get-rich-quick process. Anybody who's offering you to get rich quick is selling you something. I may end up doing some sort of business strategy out of this, but the point here is that investing in the stock market takes time, decades. And so you really can't expect to get rich quick. You need to start immediately with changing your chip to be thinking longer term. I want to help you do that and help you understand how to do that. And again, I want to share the experience, share ideas, share ways to think about the market. I'm always learning. I'm doing my best to make sure everything I say is accurate and relevant, but I will learn over time as well. But that's the name of the game. That's what we're doing with the Short Investing Guide. If you check out on this channel, like I said, you already have how to get started. So you can check out videos that are available to you on how to get started as an investor. I've already also started releasing videos on how to buy stocks, the second course I'm working on. So you can start to learn how to buy stocks, including what you need to know about stocks before you buy, investing styles, and then certain ways to find stocks. And over the course of this summer and beyond, I hope, assuming there's an audience for it, I'll be continuing to publish these videos. So check out my website, shortinvestingguide.com, subscribe to this channel, stay tuned, and welcome. I hope that this is the start of a really satisfying and rewarding journey for you. And then if you're watching this, that we'll all be able to join in it together and have some fun. Thank you, and see you on the next video.